Welcome to Fear and Love, Part 8 of this 12-part Wisdom series. These teaching programs are made possible by Your Own World Books, publishers of the Colburn Bible and God's Child Covenant by Marshall Masters. Please feel free to share complete and unedited copies of these programs with others. For more information, visit virtualserenity.com.
Love and fear are the only two absolute emotions. All other human emotions are a shaded variant of one or the other. Each choice we make reflects one of these and sends us in one of two different directions, towards love or towards fear. Fear is the easier path. It leads us towards a deceptive darkness, one that beckons with righteous indecision and the promise of wishful outcomes. Conversely, the path of love leads us away from fear towards the light of the Creator. This is the more difficult path because it demands integrity and self-discipline. However, it rewards us with greater strength, sounder wisdom, and more often than not, a better outcome. With every new decision, ask yourself, am I moving toward the darkness of fear because I lack self-discipline and integrity? Or am I moving towards the path of love and the light of the Creator? Either way, you must know that there are no absolutes, no guarantees, no written assurances, just choices. And the first one is always a matter of direction. The one that leads to the darkness of fear, or the one that leads to the love and light of the Creator.
Welcome, we are the Elohim, and today we will speak to you of fear and of love. These are the two most primordial emotions that a human carries within them. Fear is a term that has been misconstrued. Love is a term that is misunderstood. When a person speaks of the term fear, most generally speaking, they think of something which frightens them, scares them, causing the adrenaline to flow. When most people think of love, they think of love as that which we have for a mother, a father, a child, a friend, or a mate. These two emotions are all there is. There is no more. There is either fear or there is love. Fear is an emotion that causes deception and greed and ego. It lacks trust, ambition, motivation. It cares not about truth. Love is the ultimate goal For once a person experiences the true emotion of love from the Creator, everything else will seem insignificant to that moment of nirvana. But from the emotion of love comes compassion and honesty and sharing and mercy. We can express love in gentler ways, helping an individual who is disabled, taking care of a stray cat or dog that has wandered upon your place, caring for, nurturing. Those are all aspects of love. When we speak of fear and we speak of love, we ask each of you as individuals to look inside of yourself and look at how you process your day. Are you acting or reacting out of a fear-based mechanism? Or are you acting or reacting from a love basis? The soul's purpose here is to experience both fear and love. Ultimately, it is a choice. For the times ahead are going to be more than challenging. We would say to you that those that still are acting or reacting out of fear, your time will be more difficult. You will not see things with clarity if you are in a fear mode. We would ask that you simply look. For those of you who are striving to be processing and interacting from the basis of love, we would say to you there's still much work that you need to do. Please try to strengthen all the aspects of love that you can for the times ahead. For you are all loved by the Creator.
Always remember this: fear is the knife's edge of death. Follow fear, and you'll inevitably stumble upon a knife. Also know that ego is a fear-based reflection of your base instincts: greed, envy, lust, and so forth. There is nothing inspirational about ego other than it can brand you as being egotistical, a less than noble way to be thought of by others. In 2012, ego will have serious downsides, far beyond the human vanities of today. Likewise, the institutions, various ologies, and various isms that drive our sense of position and stability will be no less vulnerable to cataclysm than our own fragile egos. When dark clouds gather, many will scramble to save crumbling institutions and belief systems. Those that exist at the sufferance of ego, no matter how cherished they may be, will suffer the same fate as the egos they breed. Brittle and inelastic, they are easily swept aside by the winds of change and new realities. Then to our dismay they shatter, no differently than glass figurines crashing down upon a cold marble floor. In 2012, love not ego, will give us the spiritual shoes to walk over the broken remains of ego-driven institutions and beliefs. In this regard, unconditional love, like a sturdy pair of boots, will give you ample protection and comfort. Conversely, ego is as thin as paper, and like paper, affords little protection. This is why those experiencing the death of ego are left with a paper-thin separation between them and the carnage about them, a sudden separation from the world about them that will invariably leave them paralyzed with fear. As difficult as this may sound, leave those stricken by the death of ego to their own fate. They've made their choices and you've made yours. Like drowning people, they can drag you down with them, and most likely will. In the years to come, the daily decisions of life and death will shape a new reality. Choose unwisely and fate may be unkind. On the other hand, choose wisely, and you will certainly live to choose again. Also know this: the baggage of your own attachments can affect your choices, and sometimes in the most unfortunate ways. In the next teaching in this series, the Elohim explain how to use the liberating power of detachment for more positive outcomes.
These teaching programs are made possible by Your Own World Books, publishers of the Colburn Bible and God's Child Covenant by Marshall Masters. The Colburn Bible is a two-part wisdom text. This secular anthology offers the wisdom of hundreds of ancient authors, and the many harbinger signs of their prophecies are now converging on 2012. God's Child Covenant is a romantic action drama set against a global tribulation. It offers a realistic yet hopeful vision for the future, because 2012 will be less about what is in your bunker and more about what is in your heart. A printed transcript of this entire teaching series is available. For more information, visit virtualserenity.com.
Of love leads us away from fear towards the light of the Creator. This is the more difficult path, because it demands integrity and self-discipline. However, it rewards us with greater strength, sounder wisdom, and more often than not, a better outcome. With every new decision, ask yourself, am I moving toward the darkness of fear
and God's Child Covenant by Marshall Masters? Please feel free to share complete and unedited copies of these programs with others. For more information, visit virtualserenity.com.
Love and fear are the only two absolute emotions. All other human emotions are a shaded variant of one or the other. Each choice we make reflects one of these and sends us in one of two different directions, towards love or towards fear. Fear is the easier path. It leads us towards a deceptive darkness, one that beckons with righteous indecision and the promise of wishful outcomes. Conversely, the path
Welcome to Fear and Love, Part 8 of this 12-part wisdom series. These teaching programs are made possible by Your Own World Books, publishers of the Colburn Bible.